all of this came literally out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask me anything about it because I got dismissed from the case.
Yeah, that's a big weight off your shoulders, I'm sure.
Yes, and we're continuing to fight the other claims until they're all dismissed and not dropped, dismissed, which means a judge saw this and in the court of law, he looked at the evidence and said, okay, we can't allow this to go through because the evidence was evidencing against the claims.
Yeah.
So it is a big victory, but
So let's get into the details. Obviously, August 2023, 3 former backup dancers filed a lawsuit against you, your production company, and your dance captain, Shirlene Quigley. They all accuse you of sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, false imprisonment. I mean, this is a list. Creating a hostile work environment and weight shaming. So obviously, you know, it was dismissed.
Yeah.
They went through it. The judges didn't think it was real and valid. But it has to be some connective tissue. So what happened actually that made them pull this from this? I know you dismissed them as dancers, but it was no bad blood. Where do you think they're pulling that from? So
when you think about what the media put as a headline, when you see sexual harassment, when you see assault, all of those things, it is like, whoa, it's very shocking. But then when you read the claims in the actual lawsuit, it's ridiculous. They're very silly claims. I could go through every single one. The sexual harassment one is really the one that upsets me the most to hear.
And this was about something with a strip club? Is that where that came from?
Yeah. We went, so there's a place called Crazy Horse in Paris, France. You heard of it?
I haven't heard of it. Okay. But I be going to strip club.
But this isn't a strip club. Crazy Horse is like it's a dance review, but it's in Europe. So it's a topless dance review. But think about it's like the Rockettes or something, and it's burlesque.
Sure.
And so I've gone for years, and I always invite the performers to like, hey, oh my gosh, you should come through and watch this show, like, and get inspired. And every time I've gone, I've had my performers come and they watch the show and everything's always been fine. This time I gave like an invitation. It wasn't mandatory. It was just, hey, I'm going to Crazy Horse. Everyone's invited. If you want to come, you can come. There were plenty of people who didn't come, but then there were people who did. We watched the show. It was an amazing show. And the Crazy Horse performers, they wanted to meet me afterwards because, you know, I'm me. And
come on, Leo, Moon, Rising.
I extended that. I was like, who wants to meet the Crazy Horse dancers? And they were all like, me. You know, they all raised their hand. So we all went downstairs. We met the dancers. We laughed. We talked. There's photos and videos of the 3 girls who are the ex-dancers who are suing me in a video with them, smiling, having a great time. And we all went back to our hotels. And that is one of the claims of sexual harassment.
Do you feel like, and I'm asking you this because I also often have to think about this, when you are the boss, so to speak, and you're the same age as the people that you're working with, you see them as peers. Even though you're signing the checks, you see these people as people you hang out with, you kick it with, these are your friends. Do you feel that sometimes you were not able to see the way that they perceived you based on you being their boss? Meaning, maybe did they feel like they had to go, or this is my boss, so I got to be chill. I don't see her as my friend or my homegirl. I feel like I got to do this, or I feel like I got to be down with it because I want to keep my job. Do you think that could have ever played a part into them now feeling like what they're feeling or saying now what they've been saying?
Well, I can't speak for how they felt because I don't know. But I definitely, the first half of your question, was I unable to see that? Yes, because the way that I came up, and people who have been following me for a long time know that when I even started as an indie artist, I was hiring my friends.
Right.
And that's how it is in this industry.
For sure.
You hire your friends, and if they're not your friends when you hire them, they become your friends. And like that boss-employee dynamic in the music industry isn't as like intense as it is in the corporate world. I literally toured with people that I considered my best friends and sisters for years. And I hear about artists who don't even talk to their dancers, who don't mingle with them at all. And I used to be like, why it's like that? Like, it don't gotta be like that. We can all be family and hang out and have a good time. But now I see why. And I think this experience taught me how to set those kinds of boundaries, not just to protect them, but to protect myself.
Yeah, because to your point, I know personally, and they have some stuff in acting, but in our entertainment industry in general, everything is so casual. There is no HR person coming in and always checking on you. Every now and then we have a SAG union person coming in, but we don't be telling them the truth all the time. Sorry, y'all.
Oh
I gotta keep
God.
good jobs. No, but my point is is to make with that is that it is something to be said about that when you are an independent contractor or a boss or an entrepreneur that you have to implement these things, and I love the accountability you're taking on saying, well, maybe I, could do better next
Yeah.
time to make sure that I'm safe and they're safe and just that those lines aren't blurred because I think it's tough because I want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
But how they're perceiving me and how that then can be taken out of context or
Yeah. Well, and let's be clear, I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So I have no regrets, but I do have now this learned experience that is preparing me for the boss that I am becoming.
Yep.